everyone, welcome back. Ready to dive into some really cool stuff.
Absolutely. Should be a fun one.
Today, we're tackling AI prompts. You know those little lines of text that have everybody talking?
Yeah, they seem simple, but there's way more to them than meets the eye.
Right. Like, how do you write one that actually gets you what you want? We found this Forbes article that breaks it all down, and let me tell you, it's got some seriously valuable insights.
For sure. It's like a whole new world opens up when you can speak AI.
Okay, so first things first. What exactly is an AI prompt?
It's like imagine you go to a restaurant and you just tell the waiter, bring me food.
Okay, you're going to get something, but who knows what'll end up on your plate.
Exactly. And that's where the prompt comes in. It's like instead of saying food, you hand them this perfectly detailed recipe.
With every ingredient, every spice, all the instructions. So there's zero question what you want.
Exactly. It's all about being specific. Those details are what tell the AI to whip up exactly what you have in mind.
That makes total sense. But it's more than just getting a tasty meal. This article is saying that knowing how to talk to AI, knowing how to write those spot-on prompts, it's like a superpower in today's world.
No doubt. This is like the skill to be learning right now.
Totally. Think about it. We're already using AI all the time, even if we don't realize it.
Oh, absolutely. It's everywhere.
From those personalized recommendations popping up on your streaming services.
To that navigation app that somehow gets you through rush hour without a scratch.
Right. Imagine being able to fine-tune all that, make it work even better, just by knowing how to talk to it.
Now that's what I call taking control.
Okay, so this Forbes article, it lays out 7 awesome tips for writing these amazing AI prompts. Let's jump into a few, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, one that really stood out to me was assign a role. I mean, what does that even mean?
Right. Sounds kind of deep, but it's actually pretty straightforward. So instead of just telling the AI what you want, you give it a whole persona.
So, like, it's not just an AI anymore. It's got this whole identity.
Yeah, exactly. So you're working on a presentation. Instead of just saying, create a presentation on this topic, you'd be like, you are a presentation design expert who specializes in making things super engaging.
Oh, so it's like giving it permission to bring its A game.
Exactly. And you'll get totally different results that way.
Way cooler than just a generic presentation, right?
100%.
Okay, that's amazing. I'm ready for another prompt writing power move. Hit me.
Okay, this one might seem kind of obvious, but it's huge and people miss it all the time. Start at the end.
All right, that sounds kind of philosophical. What's that got to do with AI?
So before you even start typing, you got to be crystal clear on what you want the outcome to be. Don't just tell it to, like, write a poem.
Yeah, that's pretty wide open.
Right. Decide. Do you want a sonnet, a haiku, a limerick about like a squirrel wearing a tiny hat?
Okay, so the more specific, the better.
100%. Give the AI a target to hit.
It's like, I remember this one time I was using my navigation app, and I just told it to find me a good restaurant.
Oh, I can already see where this is going.
It took me to this gas station that had, like, a single hot dog rotating under a heat lamp.
Ouch, you lived and learned.
If I had said, find me a place with amazing Italian food and a patio, that would have been a different story.
Totally. Details are key.
Okay, so we're getting seriously strategic with these prompts now. I'm loving it. But we've got a lot more to uncover, including this whole thing about the future of prompt engineering. This article keeps hinting at some seriously wild stuff.
Oh yeah, it's going to get interesting.
But first, a word from our sponsor.
And we're back. Okay, before the break, things were getting seriously mind-blowing with these AI prompt tips. What else you got for me?
All right, so this next one is all about giving the AI what it needs to really knock it out of the park.
Oh, I'm all about that. Lay it on me.
The article calls it provide the data. It's like, imagine you've got this brilliant AI ready to work its magic.
Okay, I'm picturing it. But you're not giving it all the information it needs. It's like you wouldn't send a detective to solve a case without any clues.
No. They'd be like, I need a little something to go on here.
Exactly. So if you want your AI to summarize a report, don't just say, summarize this report. Give it the actual report.
Don't hold out on it.
Exactly. Data is power. The more it has to work with, the better the results.
It's like giving it all the puzzle pieces instead of just a few. Okay, this is making so much sense. What's next?
All right, this one is called Use Examples to Guide Output. And it's especially cool if you're someone who thinks visually.
Oh, that's me, for sure. Give me the visual.
So let's say you're trying to hit a specific tone or style in your writing.
Okay, yeah.
Instead of just trying to describe it with words, show the AI an example.
Like, here's what I'm going for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So instead of just saying, write me an awesome email, you find an email you think is amazing. You're like, write something like this, but make it about.
Oh, I love that. Show, don't tell.
Exactly. Or let's say you want a social media post with a certain vibe, maybe something funny and informative. Share some posts you love. Give the AI a reference point.
Okay, that is brilliant. It's like creating a mood board, but with words.
Right. Visuals are powerful.
This is awesome. I feel like I'm cracking the code here. Okay, so this Forbes article, it doesn't just tell you how to write a good AI prompt. It talks about the whole future of this whole thing, like prompt engineering is about to explode or something.
It totally is. We're seeing just the beginning of something really huge.
Yeah.
This is changing how we work, how we learn, even how we create. It's not just about getting things done faster. It's a whole new way of thinking about what's possible.
Okay, now I'm really interested. What does this future look like?
Well, for one thing, people are building specialized AI tools just for creating prompts.
Whoa, so meta.
Right, like imagine software that helps you fine-tune your prompts, maybe even predicts how well it'll work before you even send it.
It's like having an AI coach for your AI prompts. I need that in my life.
And then there's this whole other level where people are talking about prompt marketplaces.
Wait, hold up. Prompt marketplaces, what's that?
It's exactly what it sounds like. A place where you can browse and buy prompts that other people have made for all sorts of things.
Okay, so instead of starting from scratch, you could be like, need to write a killer sales pitch. I'll take that one.
Exactly. Or need to write like a really heartfelt apology letter. Boom, there's a prompt for that.
So it's like this library of carefully crafted prompts, ready to go, all these shortcuts to success. That's brilliant.
It's like the ultimate collaboration. And the more people who learn this stuff, the more creative and innovative it's all going to get.
I know, it's kind of mind-blowing. Okay, but before we get too carried away with all the awesomeness, so we're back, and I gotta say, my mind is officially blown. This whole AI prompt thing is way more than I even realized.
Right. So it's like this whole other language is emerging right in front of our eyes.
And we're all trying to learn how to speak it. I love it. It's like we've been saying all along, those who can master it, they're going to be ahead of the game. But it's not just about the tech itself, right? It's how we use it.
Exactly. It's about understanding its potential and then pushing those boundaries. This isn't just about automating things we already do. It's about opening up possibilities we haven't even imagined yet.
I'm so here for that. So to wrap things up, we've talked about what AI prompts are, those little strings of text that get AI to do its thing. We dug into those 7 awesome tips from that Forbes article, how to make them super effective, how to give AI what it needs to really deliver. And then we even went full-on sci-fi, talking about the future of prompt engineering.
Right. And the coolest thing is, you don't need to be a tech whiz to get in on this.
Totally. Anyone can learn this stuff. It's all about experimenting, playing around, finding what works.
Exactly. And I have a feeling we're just scratching the surface of what's possible. So go out there, get your hands dirty, and see what you can create.
I love it. So as we wrap up this deep dive, here's something I've been thinking about. As AI gets more and more sophisticated, as we learn to communicate with it better and better, who knows what we might be able to achieve? What kind of worlds will we create together? That's something we're thinking about, right?
Absolutely. The possibilities are endless.
It's an exciting time to be human. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of AI prompts.
This is a fun one.
Until next time, stay curious.